Question 721. This device has been mostly replaced by switches because it sends all network traffic to each connected port, which can pose a security risk. What device is being described? A. Patch panel. B. Hub. C. Bridge. D. MAU. Correct answer. B. Hub. Hubs transmit data by sending it to all connected devices instead of targeting a specific recipient. This approach leads to network congestion and increases security risks, as any device on the network can potentially access the data. Because of these drawbacks, hubs have mostly been replaced by switches, which efficiently and securely route data only to the designated destination. Question 722. How is a DDoS attack different from a spoofing attack? A. DDoS attacks aim at multiple networks. B. DDoS attacks are carried out using multiple hosts. C. Spoofing attacks need physical presence. D. Spoofing attacks originate from a single host. Correct answer. B. DDoS attacks are carried out using multiple hosts. A distributed denial of service, DDoS attack, differs from a spoofing attack in that it uses numerous compromised systems simultaneously to flood a target, like a server or network, with excessive traffic, making it difficult to handle and disrupt services. On the other hand, a spoofing attack usually involves one device masking its identity by faking details such as IP or MAC addresses to deceive systems or gain unauthorized access. Question 723. What type of system is purposely left vulnerable to detect and log unauthorized access attempts? A. DMZ. B. Honeypot. C. SIEM. D. Proxy server. Correct answer. B. Honeypot. A honeypot is a security tool that mimics a genuine system to lure attackers. It allows security teams to identify, observe, and study unauthorized access attempts in a controlled environment without exposing essential systems to danger. Question 724. Which device detects threats and takes proactive actions, like disabling ports or modifying configurations, to stop attacks and safeguard the network? A. Firewall. B. Honeypot. C. IDS. D. IPS. Correct answer. D. IPS. An IPS, intrusion prevention system, is a security solution that identifies potentially harmful network activity and actively responds to stop or minimize threats. It offers real-time defense by automatically taking action when a threat is detected, helping to prevent network breaches. Without an IPS in place, the system would only issue alerts, similar to an IDS, intrusion detection system, without taking steps to block the malicious activity. Question 725. Which physical security measure can prevent unauthorized access to a network closet? A. CCTVs. B. Proximity readers. C. Motion sensors. D. IP cameras. Correct answer. B. Proximity readers. Proximity readers improve security by requiring authorized personnel to use access cards or key fobs for entry. This helps prevent unauthorized individuals from gaining physical access to sensitive network infrastructure. Question 726. Which technology uses short path labels instead of longer network addresses to direct data from one node to another? A. DMVPN, B. PPP, C. MPLS, D. Metropolitan Ethernet. Correct answer. C. MPLS. Multi-protocol label. Switching, MPLS, is a data forwarding technology that uses short labels to efficiently route packets through a network. MPLS provides faster data transmission by avoiding complex network address lookups at each hop. It improves performance and supports traffic engineering, making it ideal for high-performance networks. Question 727. A technician travels to a remote office to install a device that will facilitate an internet connection. According to company standards, stateful inspection is required for this setup. What device should the technician install? A. Bridge, B. Firewall, C. Router, D. Multi-layer switch. Correct answer, B. Firewall. A firewall with stateful inspection monitors active connections and evaluates incoming and outgoing traffic based on predefined security rules. This ensures secure communication by allowing or blocking traffic based on the state and context of network connections. Question 728. What is the role of the default route in a routing table? A. The default route tells the router where to send every packet. B. The default route is used to configure the router. C. The default route is used by routers solely for updating routing tables. D. The default route tells the router where to send every packet if not explicitly listed on another line in the routing table. Correct answer. D. The default route tells the router where to send every packet if not explicitly listed on another line in the routing table. The default route in a routing table acts as a fallback path for packets when no other specific route is available. It directs packets to a predefined next hop address if their destination is not explicitly listed in the routing table. Question 729. Which technology creates multiple paths to the storage resource? A. Multi-homing, B. Multi-listing, C. Multi-pathing, D. Multi-tenancy. Correct answer, C. Multi-pathing. Multipathing is a technology that establishes multiple physical or logical paths between servers and storage devices. It improves redundancy, load balancing, and fault tolerance in storage networks. Question 730. Which network protocol provides an alternative to manually assigning IP addresses? A. DNS, B. DHCP, C. NAT, D. SNMP. Correct answer, B. DHCP. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, automatically assigns IP addresses to devices on a network, simplifying network management and reducing configuration errors. Question 731. What is the highest transmission speed that Cat6 cables can support in typical Ethernet networks? A. 1 gigabit per second up to 100 meters. B. 10 gigabits per second up to 55 meters. 40 gigabits per second up to 100 meters. D. 100 megabits per second up to 100 meters. Correct answer, B. 10 gigabits per second up to 55 meters. Cat6 cables support speeds of up to 10 gigabits per second, but only for distances up to 55 meters. For full 100-meter cable runs, they support 1 gigabit per second. Cat5e, in comparison, supports 1 gigabit per second over 100 meters, while higher-grade fiber cables can reach 40 gigabits per second or more. Question 732. Which of the following is a key characteristic of static routing? A. Routes are manually configured by an administrator. B. Routes are automatically updated when network topology changes. C. It requires routing protocols like OSPF or RIP. D. It is highly scalable and used in large enterprise networks. Correct answer. A. Routes are manually configured by an administrator. Static routing is manually configured by a network administrator. Static routing provides complete control over routing decisions and has no overhead from routing protocols. If static routing were not used, small, simple networks would require unnecessary routing protocol overhead. Question 733. Which of the following is a benefit of using VLANs in a network? A. Increases the number of devices in a single broadcast domain. B. Physically separates devices to improve performance. C. Reduces broadcast traffic and improves network efficiency. D. Requires no configuration on network switches. Correct answer. C. Reduces broadcast traffic and improves network efficiency. VLANs reduce broadcast domains, which helps to minimize unnecessary traffic and improve network performance. VLAN configuration provides better security and traffic isolation. If VLANs were not used, broadcast traffic could impact network performance and expose sensitive data. Question 734. What should be done to hide a wireless network from users who are not authorized to access it? A. Turn off SSID broadcasting. B. Shut down the wireless network. C. Disable the network interface card on the client. D. Turn off IPv4 addressing. Correct answer. A. Turn off SSID broadcasting. Disabling SSID broadcast prevents the wireless network name from being openly visible to devices scanning for available networks. While this does not provide full security, it adds an extra layer of obscurity by requiring users to manually enter the SSID to connect. Question 735. What is one advantage of using a VLAN? A. It reduces broadcast traffic on a LAN. B. It can create a WAN from multiple disjointed LANs. C. It enables remote users to connect to a local network via the Internet. D. It provides encryption services on networks that have no default encryption protocol. Correct answer. A. It reduces broadcast traffic on a LAN. A VLAN, Virtual Local Area Network, reduces broadcast traffic by segmenting a physical network into multiple isolated logical networks. This segmentation limits the broadcast domain, improving network performance and security by preventing unnecessary data from being transmitted across the entire network. Question 736. Which security solution allows administrators to block network access for users until they complete a required action? A. Firewall. B. Honeypot. C. Captive portal. D. Quarantine network. Correct answer. C. Captive portal. A captive portal is a security feature that requires users to complete certain actions, such as accepting terms of service or entering login credentials, before allowing access to the network. Question 737. You're working at the help desk and receiving two support requests at once. One user can't print a Word document while another is facing problems recovering payroll data. What is the most effective way to handle these tasks? A. Try to solve both problems at the same time. B. Request that both users contact you again later. C. Prioritize and fix the printing problem first. D. Focus on resolving the payroll data issue first. Correct answer. D. Focus on resolving the payroll data issue first. Addressing the payroll issue should take priority, as it is likely more urgent and vital to business operations than the printing problem. Restoring payroll records promptly is essential, while the printing issue can be handled afterward, especially since it may be resolved more easily once the critical task is completed. Question 738. Which command shows the name of the computer that a user is currently connected to? A. Host, B. Hosts, C. Host name, D. Localhost. Correct answer: C. Hostname. The hostname command displays the name assigned to the computer or device on a network. This name is typically used to identify the machine in network communications. It helps users and administrators confirm the device they are working on, especially in environments with multiple systems. Question 739. After a technician has established a plan of action to resolve the problem, what should be the next step? A. Establish a theory of probable cause. B. Implement preventative measures. C. Verify full system functionality. D. Implement the solution or escalate as necessary. Correct answer: D. Implement the solution or escalate as necessary. After a plan of action is created, the next step is to execute the solution or escalate the issue if needed. At this stage, the technician begins applying the solution to tackle the root cause. If the problem persists, escalation might be required. Question 740. Which of the following tools would be used to troubleshoot incorrect pinouts on a cable? A. Cable tester. B. Multimeter. C. Tone generator. D. Loopback plug. Correct answer: A. Cable tester. A cable tester is specifically designed to check the correctness of the pinout configuration in cables by verifying the proper connection between each wire in the cable. This tool helps detect wiring issues like miswiring or incorrect pinouts. Question 741. Why is minimizing downtime essential when applying a network solution? A. To entirely prevent the occurrence of future network problems. B. To ensure that business activities continue with minimal interruption. C. To permit unrestricted changes without requiring approval. D. To bypass the need for documentation or user alerts. Correct answer: B. To ensure that business activities continue with minimal interruption. Reducing downtime is essential for sustaining productivity and keeping network-reliant activities running smoothly. Effective planning and swift execution help lessen the disruption for users. Question 742. What is a common cause of high CPU usage on network devices? A. Excessive traffic or network attacks. B. Incorrect IP addressing. C. Mismatched VLAN configurations. D. Disabled DHCP. Correct answer: A. excessive traffic or network attacks. High CPU usage on network devices can result from excessive traffic, DDoS attacks, or misconfigured processes. Checking system logs helps identify the source of the issue. Question 743. What security advantage does creating a guest wireless network provide? A. Improved device bandwidth. B. Separation of corporate resources. C. Fewer changes to ACLS. D. Fewer password reset requests. Correct answer? B. Separation of corporate resources. A guest wireless network enhances security by segregating guest devices from the corporate network, thereby preventing unauthorized access to sensitive company resources. Question 744. A network administrator finds that users from a nearby building are accessing the company's guest wireless network to download inappropriate content. What is the easiest step the administrator can take to address this problem? A. Reduce the wireless power levels. B. Adjust the wireless channels. C. Enable wireless client isolation. D. Enable wireless port security. Correct answer? A. Reduce the wireless power levels. Reducing the wireless power levels limits the coverage area of the signal, minimizing the chances of unauthorized users accessing the network from beyond the intended range. Question 745. What is the primary purpose of authentication? A. To authorize user access to specific resources. B. To verify the identity of a user or device. C. To track user activity on the network. D. To encrypt data transmissions. Correct answer. B. To verify the identity of a user or device. Authentication verifies the identity of a user or device. Authentication provides assurance that the person or device is who they claim to be. If authentication is not used, unauthorized users may gain access to network resources. Question 746. Which firewall type maintains a table of active connections to make decisions based on the state of the connection? A. Packet filtering. B. Stateless firewall. C. Stateful inspection. D. Application layer. Correct answer? C. Stateful inspection. Stateful inspection. Firewalls monitor the status of active connections and make filtering decisions based on the connection's state and context. This method offers better security than packet filtering. Without stateful inspection, session-aware filtering would not be possible. Question 747. What is the primary purpose of using a packet analyzer like Wireshark? A. To block unauthorized access. B. To create virtual private networks. C. To manage device configurations. D. To inspect and troubleshoot packet-level network traffic. Correct answer. D. To inspect and troubleshoot packet-level network traffic. Packet analyzers such as Wireshark are used to capture and review individual packets traveling over a network. This allows administrators to troubleshoot issues, analyze protocols, and identify suspicious activity. Question 748. What is a typical solution for improving weak Wi-Fi signal strength? A. Reposition access points and minimize interference. B. Disable EHCP on the router. C. Increase the number of devices connected. D. Decrease the transmit power of the access point. Correct answer: A. Reposition access points and minimize interference. Weak Wi-Fi signals can be enhanced by relocating access points, reducing interference from other devices, or using antennas with higher gain. Question 749. Why is collecting information from users a crucial first step in network troubleshooting? A. It helps identify patterns and symptoms that point to the underlying cause of the issue. B. It immediately fixes network problems without further investigation. C. It removes the need to check network logs or configurations. D. It ensures that hardware problems are always prioritized. Correct answer: A. It helps identify patterns and symptoms that point to the underlying cause of the issue. Gathering user reports offers important details about the issue, including its onset, the devices involved, and any error messages encountered. This information is crucial for pinpointing potential causes and narrowing down the source of the problem. Question 750. What is the purpose of using security badges in a physical security environment? A. To encrypt network traffic. B. To provide wireless access. C. To identify authorized personnel. D. To monitor CPU usage. Correct answer: C. To identify authorized personnel. Security badges are used to visually and electronically identify employees and visitors. They can include RFID or barcode technology to control physical access to secure locations.
Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful for you, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more practice questions and tips.